Christina. You look
Hello,
wonderful
hello.
today.
Hello. Yes, thank you. You too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
you were
to see
invited.
you.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
And I wrote, women are invited after last time where we had some, I think it should be between us.
We had a really good conversation last time, and we got really in depth of discussing women's situation last time. So yeah, Blab chat and chat Blab, women invited. Cool.
I don't remember. I don't think I was there, but I don't remember.
It's okay. We remember you.
Oh, okay. I was there. Okay. I don't remember.
So Heidi, what has happened in your world right now? So you can explain your frustration or your situation with your internet.
Just wait a minute, because I'm doing a GIF to send it out. So it might be interested. My internet, oops, it's disappeared. No, okay.
I'm getting.
I wanted to tweet it, but yeah, okay. So I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, and I try it again. I try it again. I try it again. I'm doing here lists
Are you coming, Chica? Are you
of
coming?
the speed test I'm doing the whole day.
I can't live without my coffee. And my cat was chasing my leg when I walked out. Where are you?
Whenever you mention your coffee, I want some.
Come on.
Yes.
I think I.
Yes. Do you want to be on the internet? Do you want to be on the internet? There you go. Oh my goodness.
Cat on internet. I posted today, unfortunately, on Facebook.
Nice.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hello, beautiful cat.
Magda.
He did not want to be on live.
Wonderful. If you go to my page on Facebook, I couldn't post it on Google, but only on Facebook, I shared a video where a cat and the orchestra is accompanying the cat. It's great. You have to see that. Great. Have you seen it, Christina?
Yeah, I've seen it, yes, and I've seen a number of some more of them because it's so nice. I think I saw a program where the composer made this music from the cats playing. So it's very, very nice to see. And the cat seems to enjoy it.
Oh, good.
I'm just fixing up my light.
Like my cat. Oh, I don't have light from the other side here, but it's okay. I'm pouring coffee. I'm almost done for the day. I was sorry. This is my list of down and upload speeds. 30, there was one, and then 0.29 upload. And then, for instance, at 7:12, it was 1.0.09 upload. You can imagine what internet is, and it's a miracle that it is working now. And by the way, last time you didn't see me, no, Margarita, but as long as I was in, when we were together, I was on the camera. I saw it in the replay.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
And the same thing on the Friday Blab. They didn't see me and us, but we were on the recording. Anyway,
okay, so now I have
what to do. I can only wait and write letters.
I am asking all the internet gods to
yes, please.
Your speed. Which speed would you like? I have to write
Good.
it in here.
So I would like at least 7 to 9 download constantly, and 0901 upload constantly. Constantly, not only at the morning,
She
Sunday
wants a
morning at 6
9.
o'clock, you know.
We have voted for 9 for Heidi.
Please give Heidi 9. Please, please, please,
Like
please.
These judges who have these numbers, right?
Yeah.
Anyone saw the Super Bowl yesterday?
So,
What Super Bowl?
the what?
Well, there was Super Bowl yesterday, and my roommate here, he watched the Super Bowl, and he said it was 100 million viewers on the Super Bowl event. Oh. Isn't
I don't
that
know.
crazy?
And what
I
is
don't
it?
even know what it is. What is
What
Super
is it?
Bowl?
There's some kind of American football.
Okay.
No, me neither.
It's just a spectacle, and I'm so glad I'm not the man, because it's most men who watches football, right?
And
Did
older
you
women.
have some football events in your life?
I was once. Okay. I was going to say that I was here when I bought this house with an Italian partner, and he was addicted to, what is that? A kitty? He was addicted to football, no, European soccer. And it was that when there was soccer, he was in front of the television, and even in other times. And I began really to hate that on Sunday from 3 o'clock, nothing to do with him anymore. And Wednesdays and many other days, you know. So I said always, do it yourself. That's good. But watch it on television, I don't know.
So we are among the core haters of sport, because I myself, I don't mind sport, but when my partner was watching sports all the time, soccer, whatever, ice hockey, I mean, if it weren't for his absorption with sports, I wouldn't hate sports so much. I mean, doing a sport myself, I love that, you know, go out and go on skiing and skating and whatever. But I think that in a relationship, when the partner is obsessed with just looking at this stupid box, I call it that. I'm very judgmental about it still. And then he says, so you can't say anything. You have to be completely quiet, and then you have to serve him beer and stay out of the way, and loud voice on the TV. That was many years ago. And now my roommate, I said to him, you have to have your earbuds on. I can't tolerate you watching this with loud noise. And he was so kind. He's putting his earbuds on, and I didn't hear anything. And I sit in front of my fire and had a really good time. And then if I want to see the middle part between the, they have a break, right? And then there is Beyonce was on there, and it was like such a crazy show with dancers, and it's not like sports at all, it has been going like crazy. It's similar. I mean, Heidi, you were in Rome, right? And then the Colosseum was a place like that in Rome, where the gladiators there was these sports events, and this is recreated in modern time. 100 million viewers. I can't imagine that.
That means 2 out of 3 Americans did not watch.
2 out of 3 Americans did not watch. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say something
It's quite
about
nice
that.
with this.
I came to understand that this.
We're having
Sports
competition.
competition.
Who's the fastest? We will have to give her some ideas too. I've been out for a 1 hour long walk today in the rain.
Excuse me.
It's very, very nice. Oi, you have to have some more.
Well, isn't this fun? It's like we are little kids playing with numbers. I mean, it's also when I'm on Periscope, then I have to do these little hearts in there. It's like, what is this going on here on the internet? I mean,
don't know.
You can't live without of your phone.
No.
It's like it's implanted inside of your body, you know? And then you have it with you everywhere. And I mean, it's like they said that even
I don't.
where the especially men, they have their iPhone in the bathroom, so you can access anyone with the phone, even in the bathroom. And that is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I have suggested to myself that I put on, you know, the do not disturb button. And so I'm going to show you how you do that. So we just put that up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so then I put up this little do not disturb button.
Okay. I didn't know.
And so now you don't want to hear any of my signals. Because the periscopes is peeping. I mean, you can't keep your mind, you can't keep your mind straight. And then you do advanced communications and calculations on my taxes right now. And it's so like, I can't keep the numbers straight.
No. I have my earphones in my phone, earplugs, and then it's no sound coming out. So if someone calls me, I don't hear it. I leave the phone out for a while. I use it to listen to good radio programs when I'm out for walking.
Yeah.
So easy to walk when listening to something nice, and I can look at the surroundings. I look at the sea and the trees and the animals and listen to beautiful things. Not music, but people talking and conversation about things I like. I'm a big listener.
You could take photographs, right? You could take photographs.
Take photos.
I do that too.
And I'll show you a photograph from the other day. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, yeah.
That is in the morning, just as the sun raised up, and then it was like a reflex in here, lens flare. And that's sort of like it was an orb, like it was kind of magical.
So nice.
And so I don't know. I mean and then here is the frosty grass 2 days ago, right there. And then it's the sun up. You can see that the sun is starting to glimmer through the woods there. And so, how's the weather in your part of the world?
In my part, it's rainy and gray and foggy, but it's no wind, so it's very nice to go out for walks. I don't like when it's too windy. Then I stay inside. I miss the wood I miss the forest. I miss the forest. Yeah. I'm going to take a picture.
Well, it's kind of fun to use your devices. I mean, I love photography, and I got so fancy the other day. I have got this little extra lens on top of here, and then my roommate said, "Oh, that's just toys." No, I'm going to use it in my work. I said, "No, that's just fancy toys." But we'll see. I haven't started using it yet, but it's like a telelens that you can come closer. And,
yeah. I would like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to show it to you.
For flowers and to take pictures of flowers. Yeah.
I mean, the camera, it comes like that. So like the camera on a regular good camera, and then you have it's like that, right?
Oh.
And then, I mean, I'm a tech freak right now. And then you have to put this on top of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a picture of, okay, now, like that. Okay. And so the picture, now I can focus in really great here. Can you smile, Christina?
Okay, hello.
Okay, there was a little movement there. One more time. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's better.
Hey!
Yeah,
det
it
också sitter det blir bra.
I mean, it's a little whimsical to photograph the screen, and then I mean, I'm just so mesmerized by these guys because, and then I can do my own face here, and I do, you know, best action movies. Who's that? Okay, we'll see if we call him in here. Hi there.
Hi there.
How are you?
So what are you up to?
Hello. Christina?
Yeah.
So are you hearing us?
How are you?
Yeah, we are good, and we're wondering how you are. We're just in the process here of understanding the iPhone here.
Yes.
And I'm taking the picture here, and then here you can see it is like a wide angle lens.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the little gadget is. So it's not only young guys who are tech gadgets collector, it's old ladies as well.
You can.
But isn't that interesting to have
yeah.
Okay. I wonder what he was I don't know his name. He was in there, but we'll see. And so Heidi is out again, and then we have to manage the Blab right away. So,
but when at Blab, anyone can come in and join.
Yes, if we allow it. I have to promote. I have to accept it first.
Okay.
So, what else has been going on in your world, Christina?
I'm working a lot in Facebook and reading articles and listening to things and enjoy it very much. I am on the computer very much, very many hours per day.
Yes.
And I have quite fun for now, for this.
You can speak Swedish, I'll translate it for you.
Okej. Alltså jag hörde mig själv förra gången att jag behöver träna och prata engelska. Alltså jag förstår ju så mycket mer än vad jag kan prata. Så jag tänkte jag ska börja prata för mig själv på engelska och jag ska lyssna på böcker och ta pausknapp och repetera för varje ord de säger så att jag får... För jag pratar ju inte engelska alls överhuvudtaget.
So Christina says that she is not used to talk in English, and she's wanting to speak to herself in English so she can be more efficient to speak here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't find the words when I want to have them, and I even find the Swedish words when I want to say something. So it's kind of blackouts. But I know it's kind of practice often, or more often.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little intention to do that. I met my sister Saturday, and she's quite good at English. And she told me when she was a kid, and our brother and when they went to school, that was speaking English when they were 11 and 12 years old. So their teacher had told them to speak to one another in English to practice. And that was very, because both of them are very good at English.
Yes.
So
but you are kind of you are very confident with being on camera and speaking.
Yeah. So. No, I don't mind, but when I'm seeing myself don't speak so well, I don't mind because I know it's so nice to see one another, so I can listen. Maybe I shouldn't listen more than I speak, but it's so nice to be here with you. It's quite
Thank you so much.
And as long as no one else is coming, I can speak a lot because it's very nice. It's very nice. I love it. Jag älskar det här att sitta så här och prata.
Yeah,
I love to listen to people interacting, telling one another things that they have experienced and the integral theory and all philosophical talks and just the conversation when give and take while speaking. I just love it. I enjoy it so much.
I'm trying to catch you here in my drawing.
Oh, you're so nice with your drawings.
Oh, well, we're not as proficient as we usually are here. Okay. I don't think if that matches you here. The glasses maybe.
Yeah, yeah, a little. Yeah. Oh, how nice you are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I will do another one.
What are you up to?
Say again?
Have you been on Periscope? Because I don't have any messages but I know you only send messages as when you are there, and then I'm sleeping because we haven't the same schedule.
Yes. But I haven't been on Periscope in the last 2 days.
Okay.
So, well, it's like Heidi said that it's like we should connect and try to share the content of what women want to talk about. And you have been a really great participant. We want to have 100 ones of you.
Yeah, and it was so nice when the girl from Japan,
Yeah, Candy.
Candy, it was very, very interesting last time she was with us. She
Right.
talked about rules in games, and she was asking for rules beyond between people interacting. I don't think it's any problem when we are kind persons and want to listen to each other, but it's kind of way over stuff going on in the society. It's an echo.
I'm not sure what that is. Is it still an echo?
Nej. Ja, lite. Alltså jag hör mig själv i efterhand. I hear my voice.
Well,
It's kind of strange.
today outside it's little bitter. It's kind of cold and it's frozen, but we had some snow yesterday, and it comes like this millimeter layer, and it's the whole house got sort of chilled. We have the fireplace on here, and it's burning. And, you know. Well, I this week I am broaching some topic, and that is to get things done, because it's the new moon today, and when you do listen to the cycles in nature, the new moon is definitely something that where we're starting something out. The past month is gone, and now we're starting out, and this is also the Chinese New Year and the Tibetan New Year and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that I'm going to clean up any kind of things this month that I haven't finished. You know, like publishing my book. It will take maybe a couple of days again. But it's like always, I have to fix this one. I have to do this one before I wouldn't do it. I don't want it to be any mistake. And if I load it up to Amazon now, and then I can't change it, you know, like this kind of thing. So this is kind of my state of being right now. And then, of course, when the times in this time of year, it's like burr, and you not yet into the spring mode. You're not yet like sort of wanting to be outside too much, especially not here, because it's like a little icy, and the temperature is 3 minus degrees Celsius, and it's something like that. So I prefer to stay inside. I mean, I've started to write a lot these few months, the last few months, and I know you are doing some writing as well, right?
Yeah, I write a little bit almost every morning, but not the last 3 or 4 days. And I haven't done these drawings for some days either. Not since Friday, I think. Yes. But I kind of enjoy doing nothing special. I enjoy to be in my apartment, and I enjoy to go out for walks, and I enjoy to look at programs that recording or SVT Play and now I have a cat for visiting since some days. So since Saturday morning, I have had a cat in my house.
So you're a babysitter?
Yeah, the owner is not here, so I go and get her. Every time she's stay away over the night, I take the cat with me. It's so nice to have a cat. But I must say, I kind of enjoy being as it is, whatever it is. I felt it today when I went out for a walk, that I so much enjoy it. It doesn't matter anything what I'm doing. I just enjoy being me.
Well, isn't that wonderful to feel that you are who you are and you can enjoy yourself and then do the things that you want to do.
Yeah, it's so it's quite wonderful. It feels like så känns så gott I kroppen. It's so nice in my.
It's a nice feeling in your body.
Yeah. And I met my sister on Saturday for a couple of hours. I went by train to see her. She's coming from the north of Sweden, not so far away from here. And it was so incredible nice to talk to her. And for the first time, I think I was so relaxed myself, and she was listening to me, I was listening to her, and I had something to say, and she had something to say. It was, because we don't. She's so busy, so we don't talk on phone. I don't call her, and she doesn't call me. She's so in her working situations. She's so terribly busy.
Well, it's a really good state to be, like when you are satisfied with your relationship, but you weren't always satisfied with how your life were. Can you describe how it was before, like a couple of years ago, when you weren't happy, and compared to now?
Yeah, I was. I have such a memory of being so much sad and missnöjd, missnöjd.
Dissatisfied.
What's missnöjd? Yeah, dissatisfied. And it was a feeling inside. It was much heavier. So much this. I don't even remember because it's such a but you know, for a couple of years ago I poured out some water when I was jag skulle vattna en blomma och spillde vatten. Yeah, I spilled ut vatten.
And then you filled the water.
Yeah, and I didn't have anything. It was summer, so I hadn't anything to dry it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to the kitchen and get something to dry it up with. And while I came back with this trasa,
the cloth,
yeah, I suddenly understood that I wasn't angry, I wasn't disappointed. So to do this effort to dry up this was the easiest thing to do, because I wasn't upset, I wasn't angry, and that's the feeling I have almost all the time now. So it's so easy when everything isn't just great, but I enjoy so much more that everything's in my body feels so much lighter. Do you? Yeah. It's a.
And it's not everyone who has done this journey. They're still having lots of heavy stuff in the body. And you've done a remarkable job to actually solve some of these problems that you had, right? And this is the journey I have had too.
Yeah. But and I think this problems is problems in my were problems in my head. It was my thoughts of things, because the circumstances hasn't changed. Yes, I live by myself, but Yeah, maybe this part of it that but it's the first time I live by myself that I enjoy. I don't miss anyone to live with. That I did that before.
Well, it's just a time in the life of a woman that, like, we're sort of the same age, right? So it's a time in the life of a woman that if she doesn't have a relationship, she has the relationship with herself.
Yes, and when the relationship with oneself is feeling disappointed, then that's not a nice relationship.
Yeah, unless you get to you can't leave yourself.
No, that's a good thing, because years ago I wanted to have holidays from myself, and it didn't work. Wherever I went, I was there. What a dream to have a vacation from oneself. Yeah.
Because to have a holiday from oneself, how can one do it? What did you do? Like, some people get drunk or take drugs, or
it doesn't work for me.
And or somebody is eating chocolate, and all kinds of diversion that doesn't really help.
No. Yeah, because I enjoy looking at movies and such things, and I do that now as well, but not as much as before. I could watch movies hour after hour after hour.
Well, did that help you?
Yeah. Sometimes I could be very, very distressed and unhappy and tired, and then I thought, okay, I will look at the movie, and when it was finished, I was in another state.
Yeah.
Also, I felt much better.
Yeah.
Happier.
But now you have so many techniques that you can use to instantly come back.
Yeah.
Like to draw, to do art, to you know a lot more about that.
Yeah. And I must say that I can go and look myself in the mirror and look me in the eyes, and I start to smile, and I'm happy being me. I have done that a couple of times too, and there is a natural love in me that has been revealed.
This is so amazing.
Yeah.
But you have worked hard, right? You have worked rather hard.
Yeah.
You've taken both Heidi's and my programs, and you've really worked hard. You really applied yourself, and when a person apply themselves really, really seriously, like you have done, then that's the result, and then you gain that.
There was a question. Heidi sent out a question formula. And one of the questions was to 100% commitment. And I think I've had this 100% commitment, not 24 hours per day, but always coming back. And I haven't understand until now how much I have not done, but tried and been curious and going to different classes on the internet and really enjoyed it. I have been some disappointment too, but
But when the disappointment comes after you have some techniques, then it's much easier to deal with, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's natural to be disappointed. It's to deal with disappointments is a gift, because I don't fall into the ground. I don't put myself under the carpet anymore, and I
well, that's the main thing, right? To actually have you have an open channel to your inner self.
Yeah.
And when you talk to your inner self, okay, so Margarita, you should really do this tax return soon. And then not right now, I say to myself, and then tomorrow maybe, or like I want to delay it. That's my problem, you know, and because I want to do the thing that is more fun first.
But to delay, I have in my life, my delays is I kind of need the rest. The rest I get in the delays makes me, when I start again after that, it's so easy. I don't have to struggle so much if I let myself have these rests with kindness. I don't, but I have all my life I have been very demanding and have this.
Can you explain that?
Ja, det här med att ställa krav på sig, alltså de här det är som tvingande krav.
So that's the demands on your inner self, right?
Yeah. And this is connected with this disappointment. It's hard. Det är svårt att leva upp.
It's difficult to live up to what your demands inside is.
Yeah, because they are some of them are unconscious. It's like they are a habit, a way of being, which it doesn't exist. Egentligen finns det inte, men det finns kvar i huvudet som en vana.
So you say that these things is in your brain. It's thoughts that's going on, the beliefs that you have that you really don't need.
No, it's kind of a habit and unquestioned. It's a habit I could question. But Margarita, this is about energy. You talked about electromagnetic field. It's energy. It's some energy that has changed. It's not only, and that I don't understand. I don't understand that, but I can feel it because it's another energetic level. Or
I mean, that's true. If you solve something, then the channel inside is opening, you know, and then it's like bubbling up and flowing over, and you can't be other than just ecstatic or enthusiastic or happy or joyful.
Yeah. And in this openness for this, everything that resonates with this opening, I take it to me. I have this. It's a Swedish book.
Yes. Just today, 65 thoughts for stillness rules, for calm in your mind. Yeah.
And this book, I bought it just before Christmas, and I don't know what this is, because it's so perfect every day. I read it in the morning, and it has so much to say to me, and I think it speaks to my heart, to my openness, and I'm so ready to receive all the things he gives in this book. He's a Swedish priest, but he's Christian, but he is very, very open for everything else. He don't say God is in the church, it's in the nature, and there are many names for God, and life is God.
So I see this when you talk about that.
Yeah. It's true.
Like the heart, it's true. You have a hugging your own heart, and then the heart explodes with or flows through the heart.
Yeah. Yeah, and today I saw a little video about or some pictures or some words about meeting people. And when I go out for a walk here in there where I live, every time I meet someone at the path, not the roads, that's too many people, but on the small path, I say hello and smile, and everyone smiles back. And I have done that sometimes before, not so much as now. So I think this, your picture is correct. It flows naturally.
Well, I mean, we are like this together, right? And we have all fields around the hearts, right? And then we connect with each other, you know. And if we are in that loving state, like you describe, then this field becomes bigger. But if you have somebody that's like that, you know, we can pick them up or inspire them to also be one of us.
Yeah.
But this negativity here is washed away when you're in this, you know, heart field. And that's the energy field of the heart. And then if one chooses to be there, then it's like cleaning up the thoughts, and negative thoughts doesn't stick and dirty the mind a little bit. I don't know if I call it dirty, but blocking the free energy to flow.
It's kind of, continue.
Yeah, so then when you have somebody that's draining you, you can either choose to be with that person or not be with that person. For me, I'm always trying to cheer somebody up. But if they just not want to actually be happy, then it's nothing I can do. And then I'm not going to let them drag me down. And so
I know I have been that person. I have been that person very often. And I have been very, very irritated of happy people because they haven't allowed me to be sad and angry. I have the right to be sad and angry. So I think the best thing a happy person can do in that occasion is to leave. Everyone is responsible for, because I have understood my own responsibility in how I have been feeling and acting is a result of being afraid and angry and like this. And no one outside have been able to help me because I haven't had any container to receive this. I haven't felt worthy of receiving, and then I don't have had anything to. I have heard nice things, but I haven't believed it in a sense. So I think we should be very, very, very respectful.
So when you are seeing the hearts, and then when somebody reach out to you and allow you to express what it's hurting inside of this heart, right? And then giving them some space to do that.
Yeah.
And then they can express it. And then that helps a person to actually be lifted up.
Yes. And do you know in what to be vänlig, friendly, kind? That made, when I saw in movies someone being kind and friendly to an angry person, I cried that make me feel moved and touched. So not being happy to that person, but be friendly, listen and say, oh, I can see you're looking so, you look sad, or has anything happened, or but most people I have met has been very positive, but the positivity has been a mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what I can say here is, like, if you have somebody who has some experience, or even if they're only a friend, to actually listen to, so that you can feel, for the person can feel that they're heard, because they're going to be negative if they're really wanting to get out of that low state. They have to be heard first. They have to be heard. It's been allowed to actually express what's going on and express the emotions. And sometimes we need very serious help. Sometimes we just need a friend, But it's for a normal person who has a person who is constantly down and drags them down. Then a person has to set the boundaries.
Yeah,
I can't
absolutely
be with you because you drag me down. You can say it nicely, but it doesn't help the other person. But when you're somebody who actually understands what's going on, and then that one can be heard, that's the time where, okay, you can unload that and express it. And even though it's difficult to express it.
Yeah.
So, like, this is, I think, a process. I have done that. I have done it myself. I think you have done that.
Do you know, have you any thought about, because as I have been, like we have talked now, it's kind of suffering, and now when I feel much in another state, maybe I can connect with these sad, angry people in a different way, as I have experienced being sad and angry, misfortune, and wanted to be there, because this never satisfied with anything, and not worthy to receive me as I've been there. And now when I ask that I can guide or meet those people in another way, so I can sort of helping.
But just being a friend to another person, that's very valuable, because maybe a person is not a mental case. It's not right clinically that needs a doctor's help or a therapist or whatever. But it's just to have a friend that could listen to them. And that friend, she, of course, set his or her boundaries to what they can do. But having a friend is so valuable. I remember a long time ago when I went into kindergarten. I think I was 5 or something. And then when I first came there to the kindergarten school, it was a teacher there that really supported me. She joined with me, and she saw me, because I was so introvert. I was not really kid that played with other kids very well because I was so introverted. And I rather stayed by myself, and I wasn't expressing anything. And you know, and she saw that, and she became my friend. And then I don't remember so much about it, but my mother told me about it. And she said that the teacher, and I did really well there, you know. You can learn how you do you knot your shoelaces and stuff like that. I remember that. And but then all of a sudden she moved to another school, and somehow one day she wasn't there. And then I felt so abandoned. I felt so crazy. And then there was other kids, they were sort of bullying me, and I didn't have any defense mechanism for actually know what to do. So I sort of, as that day was ended, I was cringing. And then I walked my way to the school at 5 years old, something like that. And I said, I'm not going there. I went, my mother sent me off with a little orange in my pocket. And I was so angry. I was so frustrated with and sad that this teacher wasn't there. And I remember that I just so angry, I threw the orange in the snow, and I saw this orange there. And I don't know why I'm through it, but I had this, and I expressed it by throwing the orange in the snow. And then it took now this is how my mother had told me this. After about a week, the school contacted my mother and says, aren't your daughter coming? And she sent me away to the school every week by my walking. But what I was doing, I was wandering the city like a 5-year-old, you know, like this is a little kid. And I was feeling so abandoned. I remember I was walking beside the houses where the garages was, and there was nobody. It was just so barren. And I felt like I was so devastated. I was so devastated, but I couldn't say anything. And then so that was a real trauma I think I experienced, that I remember some part of, but that contributed to why I wasn't so able to express my feelings and how to express or claim what I wanted. And when my mother heard that I have been going to school every day and I wasn't in the school, she took me out of the school. And then did another solution. But and she felt so bad that she hadn't understood the situation. And I mean, I remember when I threw the orange, and I remember when I was at between garages there, you know, you have flashbacks, right? And so this is something one can heal, one can go back to and sort of understand and handle. And that's the healing process of come to terms with. Because then later on, as a teenager, then I was, you know, very abrupt, very crazy, and offended a lot of people, big ego. You know, I was the oldest, right? So and so my mother put me in a judo class, you know, martial arts. And that was the best for me, because I could act out what the anger I had from all this kind of things. I'm the oldest of 5, right? So when that happened, it's like I had an outlet. Even though I didn't speak too much, I went eventually every day to classes, or once a week at the beginning, and then 2 times a week, and all through my teenage years. And anyway, so that had helped me to actually go through it and be more confident about myself. And I mean, you have done some art. I've seen some of your art pieces. It's very beautiful. I mean, this must be also a way to express emotions and the things that goes on.
Yeah. I think this because I haven't had any need to express difficult feelings. I don't think so, because when I have been painting and what I have discovered, I thought I had a tremendous amount of dark things inside, but as I started to paint and starting to do things, I found out that that's not the case. It's this what wanted to come out was this friendliness. I think I have never said this before. That I were inside of me, I was a very nice person.
Yes.
But I didn't have any. It was so much I didn't understand, because it never came up, or else, or in. Heidi asked why we don't speak Swedish. Får jag prata svenska? Det är bara Heidi som lyssnar, och det kanske hon skrev här, why don't you talk in Swedish? Får jag göra det? Yeah. Du kan prata engelska eller översätta om du vill, men det är Heidi som lyssnar här.
Yeah.
För jag har kunnat vara arg, alltså. Jag har kunnat fräsa och vara jättearg när jag växte upp. Det var mamma tyckte illa om att jag var arg, men jag var arg för pappa var ofta arg, så jag kunde skrika och gapa och vara så här riktigt ilsken. Men den här vänligheten som jag då själv blev så rörd av när jag såg andra visa vänlighet, den fanns ju i mig. Det var bara att den fick inte komma till uttryck, för jag var så rädd alltid. Jag var rädd för att göra fel, och rädd för att inte vara bra nog, och rädd för att säga fel saker, rädd för att vara för mycket och för lite. Och jag höll mig i en slags bur av alltså tvång och måste och ska och aldrig, alltså krav.
So you say that you could and express your anger and shouting and screaming because your dad was screaming and shouting and being very angry, but what you're saying here is that the friendliness, that sort of friend inside, didn't come out. It was sort of in a cage. It was caged up and by fear of failures or rules, or because in Sweden we have lots of rules for everything. I think, and so what you're experiencing in your healing journey is like to actually discover the friendliness inside. Is that right?
Yeah, because jag kommer ihåg det här att jag var så alltså det här är så knasigt alltså. Från början så var jag väldigt misstänksamma mot dem som var vänliga mot, eftersom jag var så arg så ofta och så besviken och svartsjuk på min syster, så det här att för att det var som att jag ville straffa mig själv. Nu har Heidi lämnat. Det var som att jag ville straffa mig själv, och var någon vänlig mot mig så stämde ju inte det. Så att jag var väldigt aggressiv mot de som var vänliga mot mig. Så att det här liksom att det var så mycket ilska, och jag var en känslig person alltså, och den här känsligheten fick liksom inget utrymme. Och jag var tvungen att försvara min känslighet. För jag ville ju som inte gråta och då, sluta tjuta nu och sluta tjura. Och, liksom, man fick ju inte vara en känslig person. Så att jag tror att
when you were a kid, wasn't allowed to be crying and being introvert a little bit and screaming and stuff like that. And so you were very suspicious about people who were friendly because it wasn't allowed, really. There was no balance there.
No.
Well,
but I don't know, because I have met so many. My first mina första svärföräldrar, alltså, de var jättegulliga med mig. Så jag har träffat väldigt vänliga, alltså min förälder man och min första man och den andra, de har ju varit väldigt trevliga och vänliga och bra, så att det är något komplext.
So there is something that has coming through from early on, that you were this sort of angry, shouting little kid, and then you have actually tightened up and imprisoned yourself, your friendly self, your kind self inside. But it has come out now, right?
Ja, det var det som skulle. Nu har Heidi gått, hon tycker du ska stoppa inspelningen, så jag tror inte vi ska lägga ut den här på som
Yes, I was just going to say that we're coming to the end of the Blab, so we can continue this discussion maybe on Thursday. We're going to go on Thursday again. And thank you so much for being here, Christina.
Oh, tack själv. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so we can continue next time. It's very nice.
I don't have a record button to turn off, so we have to get out.
Okay.
So for everyone who was listening to the replay, and our show is Mondays and Thursdays, 2:30 Eastern. Okay, so I'm going to go out, and then you can go out too, right?
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
See you. Thank you. Bye.